Good evening, everybody. So tonight I just watched Game 5. And yeah, so Spurs got blown out by the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it was a bad game for the Spurs. And the Thunder, they played better than they did in Game 4. And pretty much the role players for the Thunder, they were shooting their three-point shots. They shot better from the three-point line. So Alex Caruso played well. He had 22 points. He went 5 of 10 from the field, and he was 4-8 from the three-point line. And he has a big impact on the defensive end. And SGA, he didn't shoot the ball very well. He had 32 points. He went 7 for 19 from the field. He had 16 out of 17 from the free throw line. I really don't enjoy watching SGA play. He's always falling down on the ground, and, getting a whole bunch of free throws. Well, that's what I don't like about him. But he did made some nice plays, and he turned over the ball a couple of times. And then McCain showed up, but he struggled from the field. He went 7 for 19. And the bench for the Thunder showed up. And the player that I was most disappointed with was Victor Wemby. And the reason being is because, he had 20 points, but again, he had 6 rebounds, and then he went 4 for 15 from the field. And what I didn't like about how he played in this game is that he was just settling for a lot of outside shots. And then, sometimes when I see him drive to the basket, he looks like he's very clumsy with the ball. And I just have a feeling like he would turn over the ball, and then a teammate from the Thunder will just steal the ball from him because he's very tall. And then again, I don't like the way he dribbles the ball and tries to be like Kevin Durant. And he's not that type of player. And like Reggie's locker room said, that Victor has an identity crisis, which I do believe. He doesn't know if he wants to play truly as a big man or as a small forward / guard. And I really didn't like the way he played in this game. He wasn't aggressive enough. And he had only I think in the first quarter, he had 4 shots. And yeah, I gotta blame the coach for this, for not making enough plays for him to get the ball in the paint. And you gotta give credit to the Thunder's defense. They're defending Victor to be outside the paint though. But I thought the Spurs should have done a better job giving him the ball more. And I think he needs to take more than 15 shots. He should take around 25 shots to 30 shots at least to help the Spurs be more successful. And he went 0 for 5 from the three-point line. And I think he should stop shooting three-point shots. I know he can shoot threes though, but he needs to stop shooting the three-point shots and just attack the basket. And if he gets triple teamed or double teamed, just pass the ball to the open three-point shooter. And that should be his game. Yeah, Devin Vessel, he didn't have a good game. He had only 6 points. I think he went 2 for 11 from the field. Yeah, he didn't have a good game. Stephon Castle, he had 24 points. He had an efficient game, but he got into foul trouble too much. And then Johnson, he didn't really play that well. And the Spurs are not they're not really a good 3-point shooting team. They struggle a lot to knock down the 3-point shots, even though they're wide open. But sometimes they do knock them down, though, but they don't knock them down consistently. And the Thunder, they're a better 3-point shooting team when they're wide open. When the players are wide open, they're able to knock down their shots more consistently than the Spurs. And De'Aaron Fox, he didn't have a good game either. He went 4 for 15 from the field. He was just horrible, just flat out trash. Most of the players just didn't play well for the Spurs. I didn't like the way they played offensively. I mean, they were selling for 3-point shots a lot at the beginning of the game. They had an 8-point lead, but then the Thunder came back and blew them out. The Spurs tried to come back, though, but it wasn't enough for them to win the game. Yeah, Bryant really didn't show up in this game. Yeah, it was just Cornette didn't show up. I mean, just a crappy game from the Spurs. Yeah, well, really disappointed in Victor. I expect him to still be aggressive in this game, in Game 5, and he wasn't aggressive enough in this game. And a lot of times they weren't playing really good defense. They were leaving the players on the Thunder wide open 3-point shots, and and that's why they lost the game. And they had a chance to come back and win the game. And pretty much, I think, I don't believe in the Spurs anymore. I mean, I don't believe in Victor anymore because, sometimes he'll show up and then like other times he'll not show up and be aggressive. And it's just mainly because, the Thunder, they're a better team. They have more experience and they're a better defensive team and more disciplined defensive team than the Spurs. And also another reason is because they're a better 3-point shooting team too. And that's mainly the reason why I think the Thunder will win this series. I think they'll win in 7 games. Yeah, I mean, I think the Spurs are cooked at this point. They probably might win the next game. But from the way, this series is looking and how both teams are playing, and then the Spurs, they don't have enough, the team does not have enough experience in the playoffs. So this is their first time being in the playoffs. So maybe if they lose this series, they'll get better and be able to go to the finals one day. I mean, the officiation, I ain't like the officiation really. A couple of times, the ball went out of Chet Holmgren's foot, but they didn't call the call correctly. And, a couple of bumps here and there, people falling, and just some questionable calls. And Chet, he outplayed Wemby in this game. I think he had like 15 points. He had like 11 rebounds. And then Hanstein had a good game. He had 12 points. He had 15 boards. And that's the type of number of rebounds that Wemby should be having. He should be having like a double-double every game. And he's the biggest and tallest guy in the court. And, I think Wemby, he's one of the best like two-way basketball players in the NBA. But I think he's limited offensively. I mean, he could shoot the three. He could attack the basket sometimes, but most of the time he has to rely on like getting lobs, and he has no post game. So if he had like a reliable like post game, like a jump hook, and then I think he'd be more effective in getting more points and also helping his teammates get open shots too. So we'll see what happens in Game 6. I'll watch that game and just give my thoughts about the game, my reaction to the game. But this is really a disappointment for Victor mainly. He needs to step up in Game 6, and if he doesn't play well in Game 6, then pretty much the series is over for the Spurs. And subscribe to my channel. Tell me what you think. And share the video. And have a good night. Bye.